Hello, my name is Brandon Enright, and I'm pleased to have the privilege of presenting Tom van der Zanden's Unbandaged Helicopter Skewb. This puzzle combines the cuts of a Skewb, which turns on vertices. So you can see this cut right here, with the cuts of an helicopter cube, which turns on edges. You can see this cut right here, with the unbandaging of the Curvycopter Plus or the unbandaged helicopter cube. So on a normal helicopter cube, when you do this jumbling move, you can no longer turn this edge. And on the Curvycopter Plus, when you do that jumbling move, see this is available due to that additional cut. And on this puzzle, when you do the helicopter cube, this is available due to this additional cut. So here are edge turns, and here are vertex turns when everything gets aligned. And due to the mix of cuts, all of the normal helicopter cube moves are available, if I can turn it, plus the additional unbandaging moves. But additional jumbling moves, so I do this is a 60-degree vertex turn as opposed to a normal 120-degree vertex turn. So I've turned the Skewb part way. Helicopter cube turns are still available. And so you can see the jumbling will continue. And you can mix the jumbling around pretty thoroughly. And additional, so this move right here, so far I haven't used an unbandaged cut, but here this uses an unbandaged cut. So you can keep on jumbling the puzzle even while it's mid-turn, which allows this puzzle to get jumbled in incredibly complicated ways. So let me undo everything here. So this puzzle's been tumbled, and it turns really great. At first, when you assemble it, all of the turns are going to be tight when you assemble it, and then as the puzzle breaks in, the helicopter cube turns are going to get a little bit looser. And because I've tumbled it, it's gone through basically all of the breaking in process in an accelerated pace. The helicopter cube turns are pretty loose, and then the Skewb turns are just right, but because the outer helicopter cube turns are so easy to do, it's hard to it's much easier when you're trying to turn a vertex to accidentally turn an edge. So it takes a little bit more finesse than it thinks. See, as I'm turning it, this edge wants to turn, which will cause blockage. So it takes a little bit more finesse than just a standard Skewb or a standard helicopter cube. You sort of have to pay attention to all the alignment due to all of the small turnable pieces inside of this puzzle. Other than that, it turns absolutely fantastically well. I've solved it maybe probably 25 or 30 times by now, and I've never run into a situation where the turning is poor. It turns great. Also, this puzzle has a really strange property where you can have internal bandaging of the Curvycopter edge. So if you do a partial vertex turn, and then you do a helicopter cube turn, and then you undo the partial vertex turn, there is let's undo the other direction. Okay. This internal edge has been jumbled. So let me show that to you in a more pure way, if I can. Okay, so let me show you the internal jumbling in the most pure way that I know how to do. So if I do okay, now you can see that two internal edges have been jumbled here, and everything else on the puzzle, well, everything is mostly solved. I messed up some additional pieces, but for the most part, everything is solved except for these internally jumbled edges. And so that causes overhang bandaging. So this is now blocked, even though it wouldn't be on a sphere. And so the overhang bandaging on this puzzle can get really crazy. Also, it has blocked this Skewb turn. You can no longer do this Skewb turn, but this Skewb turn is still available. And so I'll show the puzzle up close here. And then I'll go ahead and jumble it, and I'll show you how incredibly jumbled it can get. There's overhang bandaging. I'm trying to line up another Skewb cut. So we've got this Skewb cut. Oh, that's blocking. So, and that's blocking. Getting it into really crazy jumbling positions itself takes a little bit of experience and skill with the puzzle. Additional Skewb move should be possible now. So, believe it or not, it can jumble significantly more than this. It can jumble to the point where you can't tell if a partial Skewb turn, if it's in a partial Skewb turn state or not. And it's even difficult, you can get the internal edges so jumbled that it's hard to tell whether or not the helicopter cube is in a partial twist. So, you know, you could have the helicopter cube edge in a partial twist, or you could have the Skewb in a partial twist. And you can get this puzzle so jumbled that you can't actually tell if it's in the state or not without like carefully comparing all of the edges to try to figure out if some of them are moved relative to others. And there have been a number of times where, in the process of solving it, I thought that I had resolved any partial twist that the puzzle was in, and it turned out, you know, farther down in the solve that it was actually still in a partial twist state, and that I didn't even know it, which can make for really, really, really challenging solves. So there's the puzzle. Tom did a fantastic job. The price is right. The puzzle is designed incredibly well. Turns great. I highly recommend this puzzle. Thanks for watching.